Robin Evans. I work in a crazy little studio called Teapot Recording Studios up in the hills in Scotland. I was very much into punk music as a teenager. Not so much the music, but more the energy that came with it. I came to Scotland looking for a space where we could put our own studio in and base it on Studio One at the power plant, which is what I've got now, like a big live room, a nice piano, a nice organ, nice instruments, quality instruments, and anything that you can use to make a noise with that isn't a digital sampled sound. That's really what I like to do.
We're here in the beautiful hills of Scotland in Perthshire, in a place called Teapot Studios. Teapot, which is possibly the most unique recording studio I've ever lived in.
And the best.
I'll agree with that.
Well, straight off the bat, the location is fantastic. It's a live room, so for bands that play live, this is really the holy grail, because you can just set up in one room and play all together. And that's how records used to be made. That's how we like to make music.
What's great about coming out here in the country to work in a studio like Teapot is that you just get away from it all. You get away from the mobile phones and the internet and just focus on playing some music.
It's been lovely recording at Teapot because you're away from civilization and you can kind of immerse yourself in the music that you're recording.
Every time I've been here it's been really relaxed, and yeah, you just kind of get on with it, and everyone's so welcoming here. They just kind of leave you to your own devices and just let you have a good time. And
when we were driving up here, I was saying to the folk in the car that it felt like when you read these stories about Led Zeppelin going to record in the country in a big house, it felt kind of like this is where we were going. So coming here, I have to say it feels like a very natural environment to record in. And when you spend a lot of your time in the city recording and you walk out the door and you're straight back into everything else that you do in your life, it's lovely to be here we're here for a week, and it's nice to feel like the whole time you're making a record, you know, like 2 in the morning you're making a record, 8 in the morning you're making a record. When you're not playing, you're talking to people about making a record, and it's nice. It's a holistic way of recording.
With Teapot, there's no phone reception, so you don't get everyone looking on their phones all the time. And you can smoke in the control room. You can smoke everywhere.
you can go and record in the city and be stuck in these boxes and all the hustle and bustle and distractions and that, but this is amazing because you can really focus on the project that you're working on, and we can all play together. There's enough room for us to actually perform as a band.
I absolutely love it. It's really different from anywhere that I've recorded before because it's in the middle of nowhere, it's cut off from everything. It's the only studio I've ever worked in that's got a view, and the view is absolutely beautiful.
It's just a brilliant balance of having great equipment, a really good sounding room and a good sounding studio.
This place is my dream studio, you know, my dream place. Look out over the hills and this huge mansion with a studio and a huge control room. It's the kind of thing that I've always wanted myself as an engineer, you know.
I like music to be freedom of expression, allow the artist to be everything they want to be.
Robin here, who runs the place, is really friendly and it's a really nice place to work. It's the first time being away recording like this that I haven't had cabin fever. It's really good.
You've got Robin as a producer who is just probably the best guy that you could wish for. You know, he's so good to work with, so relaxed, so chilled, and he knows his stuff inside out.
The other bonus with Teapot is some studios you can go from 10 till 6. In Teapot, you book it out and you can start at 9 in the morning, you can start at 11 in the morning, and you can go till 3 or 4 or 5 or just keep going. It's a special place. There's not many studios that you can get, and it's kind of basically taken over the house, and Rob's such a good guy, so generous.
There's no clocks here, there's no timekeeping. You work when you want to work and you record when you're ready. I'm a big believer in, catching a performance and the freedom to be able to write without anyone judging you. Really what I offer for musicians and artists initially is a sanctuary and a peace and a freedom to be creative and expressive. And then once they're here and relaxed and being creative and expressive, there's all the equipment and the facilities to be able to catch that.